Hello everybody, this is Mr. Paul. Welcome to a new vlog update. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are once again taking a look at all the nano aquariums I have, and there is also one piece of news about the new aquarium. So without further ado, let's take a look. Let's go. Well, you see, I let the plants grow right now. I haven't trimmed them for like probably 3 weeks, and they look okay. I mean, like, they look a little bit scraggly, maybe elongated, but I'm okay with that. I mean, like, you know, there are some bits of those things, plant matter, but I just keep them in the aquarium because shrimp graze on them, etc. It's funny, the duckweed has taken over the surface for many times, and every time I just scoop out some part, you know, it's enough for only a week or so, and in a week it completely takes over everything, sometimes even sooner. And you see, this is ridiculous. All those bits of duckweed are stuck on the filter intake, and there are pieces here and there, etc. So there is a new shoot of Hygrophila siamensis. It's a monstrous plant, and probably I will need to push it back, but I don't know. I mean, like, it's okay. I mean, like, I do not want to change much in here, because to be honest, this system is how many years? Maybe 2 years, maybe 2.5 years old, and to be honest, it cleans itself, it looks after itself already. I mean, like, it doesn't accumulate any algae, there is no smell coming from the substrate, even if I don't vacuum it that much. So that's why I don't want to disturb that, and that's why this is another reason why I stopped trimming the plants. So, well, fish-wise, we have all those guys here, and as you can see, this one has grown up already since we recorded the last vlog, and he becomes a little bit more orangey than he was initially. Initially he was like yellower, but he still differs from other varieties just because it's a result of crossbreeding of different varieties. I think that we have lost one guppy, and this is because of harassment, I guess. You see, those antler-like guppies, they are a little bit more, I don't know, they are a little bit more aggressive, I would say. And one of them here didn't look that well, and the reason was probably because he was attacked by some male, and today I haven't found him. I think that we have lost this fish, and I couldn't find him anywhere, maybe because you know, the shrimp, they took care of that. That's a little bit horrible to say, but that's the reality of this natural, you know, system, especially if you have shrimp or snails in aquarium. So, well, okay, as for that one actually suffers a lot. And I don't know, if you take a look closely here, there are some bacterial formations on those bits of spirogyra algae, and that's the indicator that your aquarium has too many nutrients in the water and in the substrate probably. And it's not a good thing, because when you see those things, it means that there is a bacterial outbreak, and bacterial outbreak is always a misbalance in aquarium. But judging by the overall, you know, water quality, and you know, it's not murky, you know, the fish are active, they eat well, so I don't know, maybe it's okay, because honestly, I cannot check because I do not have the testing system to check my water. But judging by those things, I think that's more or less okay. Maybe because shrimp take care of some of those, you know, bacterial, you know, leftovers that, you know, I find sometimes. But on the other hand, if you take a look at how many spirogyra algae shoots we have here, or how to call them, I don't know. All those bits of hairy stuff taking over the whole system, the whole, you know, formations there of the rocks in the substrate. I think I will have to rescape this thing soon. Just get rid of all the old substrate. Probably I will have to do it because spirogyra usually takes over the substrate, so you have to clean the substrate completely, and maybe the plants roots which is not a problem. They can grow back and just make a new scape probably. I don't know. Well, the Hygrophila siamensis is pretty bushy, and it's bushy because I always trimmed it, and I use trimmings in other aquariums that I will show you right now. And that's the result. When you trim the plant aggressively, it creates this bushy look, you know. The leaves sometimes may become more compact, and there are more bunches coming out of the plant, so it's okay. What I don't like about those things right now is the fact that, you know, the bottom section of the plants, it's completely bare. If you take a look here, right, you see, it's completely bare, and the reason is the plants, they do not receive enough light, and the light is received only by the tops, and the tops flourish while the bottoms, they just fall down. And the last time when I did maintenance, I had to remove all those dead leaves because it was too much of a nutrient growth in aquarium. Well, let's take a look at this guy. This guy has changed slightly probably, or maybe much, I don't know, but he has become more colorful, bigger, his tail is bigger, and it has more patterns on it, just because he's growing and he's becoming more and more beautiful. And as for the rest of the inhabitants, nothing has changed much. I mean, like 3 black velvet guppies, 3 rasboras. Rasboras are growing a little bit more, but they are still tiny fish. If you take a look with my hand compared to them, you know, tiny fish, and I really like it very much. Well, the heating is still running just because we do not have enough ambient temperature to keep the water warm, especially at night, so they run 24/7. Let's take a look at some shrimp then. We have different varieties of shrimp, red ones, we have we have a lot of them. I love them because they consume everything, you know, that falls down, all the leftovers of food, you know, algae, but still even such an amount, and I think there are about like 40 different types of shrimp. Even with such an amount, they cannot deal with those, for example, spirogyra, because spirogyra is kind of like, you see, it's kind of like wire. You cannot even consume it, and that's why they leave it untouched. And the bacterial, you know, formations like those ones, they also don't touch, because they feed on the food that I give to my fish. You know, they catch it, and that's why they leave it neglected, I guess. Also, there are a lot of limpets in aquarium, which is also a sign that there are too many nutrients. This is the reason why I want to rescape the tank and change the substrate system to something more compact, so that, you know, the food doesn't fall down and gets buried in here. It just stays on the top and I can siphon it out. But I do not want to do it at the moment, because I know that there is so much work, and I will probably not make it these days because I have a lot of different tasks to do, you know, work related, etc. But I need to find some solution, and I think that the best thing to do is just to get rid probably of this top section and put something here on the top. Maybe it will help, but I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet, to be honest. Well, other than that, I enjoy the aquariums. They look good. They, you know, do not create a lot of problems, to be honest. And even spirogyra problem, it retreated for some time. I mean, like a month ago. But suddenly there was something changed in water, or maybe in the regime of, I don't know, how I feed the fish or something. And it came back twice as, you know, strong. So maybe I will remove the rocks and the substrate a little bit, I mean the top, replace, or maybe to clean all that stuff. Though it's very difficult. When it's about spirogyra, it's very difficult to clean the stuff. And introduce something new in here. I have one piece of driftwood that I wanted to put in here, and I still haven't done it. So maybe it's a good time to do this, I don't know. So 2 neon tetras, 2 new neon tetras, are rather skittish sometimes, but they eat a lot, much, and they are always active when it's about food. The aquarium still goes through the ugly stage. If you take a closer look, all this hair algae, all those diatom algae, all that greasy, gross stuff, you know, is just growing in here. Well, I need to do a maintenance session on this one. Oh my god. Just wait a little, guys. I will feed you. And you know, the reason is I skipped one water change, and that's what happened, you see? And this light is too bright in my opinion, so I need to block some light, or maybe just dim it. It doesn't have a dimmer, to be honest, but I can do something about it. Maybe put something in here above the fish here. You know, these guys also grow up, new ones. This is female, this is male, you can see them right now. And there is another pastel guppy, this one, which is an offspring of that big one. So they are always very active and always ready to eat. Well, as for the bowl, you see many shrimp, maybe too many in here right now. And the plants, they are floating right now everywhere. The Hygrophila siamensis didn't make it, as you can see. It melted, almost everything melted. Well, but I need to change all that. Maybe I will cut some of those plants, replace them, or maybe place them differently. Well, that's the key to, you know, making it a little bit better than right now, because initially it looked really good, but now it doesn't. So I will do it in a moment, maybe this week, maybe next week, who knows, we'll see. And the flow in here is a little bit less than before. I don't know why. I need to solve it as well. Well, let's come to another room quickly. So we are in my home office. You can see PVC shark. Yeah, I like sharks. Okay, so well, this is a new aquarium that I bought for my new friend. Where is he? His name is Benedict, because of Benedict Cumberbatch. And this is because he looks like Doctor Strange. So, hey, buddy, where are you? Just wait a little, he will show up. Right now the filter is running, so when it is running, he doesn't like to be in the flow. Though it's not a very high flow, you see there is a spray bar, but he doesn't like it. Well, let's take a look at the aquarium itself, and then later I will show you the friend. Well, the heater, 25 degrees, 25, 24. Internal filter with old media from another aquarium, which helps with the cycle. Anubias, Hygrophila siamensis, 2 big pieces of driftwood, some decorative sand, some stones for details, and not, you know, the whole bottom. So like semi-bare bottom tank. So the aquarium itself is about probably like 12 or maybe 14 liters. And I will put this in a gallon, maybe 3 gallon or something, maybe a little bit more. So this is acrylic glass, so it's a little bit scratchy, but if you take care of it accurately, it's a good thing, because it's light, it's more durable than the regular glass, and you know, it's a little bit clearer. Right now it's not that visible because it's a new aquarium. The water is a little bit murky, a little bit cloudy because of bacterial growth. I changed the water, but it stays like this for some time, and I need to change water more often, I guess. Well, these pieces of wood were in another pet shop, and that's why they are completely soaked, and they also help with bacterial, you know, like growth, I mean growth of beneficial bacteria, just because, you know, bacteria, they usually inhabit, you know, the surfaces that are in aquarium, like the wood, the rocks, the filter media, or maybe some objects in your aquarium, etc. So well, nice tank. It's a Netman tank, I guess. Well, it was a little bit more expensive, but I really like the design. It also has a lid, it has this kind of framing. You know, I really like it. At first I was concerned about the heater, that it is close, and the overall durability. But so far, you know, I'm very, you know, satisfied with that. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy the regular glass tanks, but such a finish, the overall impression and the clearness of the glass, they really win here. So, a nice one. Well, let's just call our buddy then. Friend, would you come here to greet us? Hey, my friend, come on. Hey, Uh, Benedict! Ah, here he comes. I think he sees me. Oh, yes. Hello, buddy. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. You know, I had some negative experience with betta fish for some time. But when I saw this guy, I couldn't help myself, you know? And I don't know, like the last time my betta had a fungus. Another betta, Matilda, that I really enjoyed and loved and cared for, she had some kind of disease. I couldn't save her no matter how I tried. I mean, like, maybe I didn't try enough, or maybe it was too late, I don't know. But, you know, when you take a look at betta fish, it's impossible not to try to, you know, have one and take care as much as you can. And, you know, he eats a lot, he is very curious and a little bit strange maybe. But what I like about, you know, him is that he always builds a nest. And we know that nest building in, you know, in a betta behavior is the sign that betta is happy, and he likes the environment, he likes the overall atmosphere in the aquarium, and only healthy and happy bettas will do that, to be honest. Well guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope it wasn't too long. I don't know, I mean, like, I recorded and we'll see how long it is, but it's probably a little bit longer than usual, or maybe not. I'm not sure about this yet. Well, again, thank you so much for watching. There will be more videos to come, hopefully, and more updates to come, hopefully, and new fish keeping related videos to come. Well, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching this to the end, and see you next time. Take care, and if you consider fish keeping, please do so. Just do your research, and I wish you good luck in that. So it's Mr. Po out. Take care.